How about the Dallas Mavericks? They might have just found their new point guard going into the Cooper Flagg era. Ryan Nemhard, he is on an absolute tear right now. He showed why this dude is legit. He had a record-setting night in another Mavericks win against the Miami Heat. This is now 3 wins in a row for the Mavericks, who all of a sudden look very good. And you look at Nemhard, the undrafted guard, he helped the Mavericks make a statement in winning this game, and he also became the first player in the modern draft era to record at least 15 points and 10 assists in consecutive games. Yes, the former Gonzaga standout and brother of Pacers guard Andrew Nemhard, he began this recent stretch of brilliance with 28 points, 10 assists, and 0 turnovers in a win over the Denver Nuggets on Monday, and then he followed that up with 15 points and 13 assists in the 118-108 Mavericks victory over a Heat team that was playing very well. The Mavericks, they've now won 3 straight, and it's been Nemhard's poise and his efficiency and what he's been able to do that has fueled their latest run. You look at Nemhard over his last 2 games, he's combined to score 43 points, has 23 assists, and only 1 turnover. He's the first rookie in NBA history to do this or better over a 2-game span, and the only rookies in Mavericks history to record 13 plus assists in a game, Jason Kidd and Ryan Nemhard. We're going to talk about the Mavericks and what they've been cooking up lately and how this team might not be done just yet. I know it was easy to point to the Mavs and say this season is over, but they have shown a lot of good signs over the last few games that leads you to think that they could just be on the start of something special here. Do me a solid, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Mavericks and NBA content just like this. Nemhard, his stats over the last 4 games, guys, he's averaging 17 points, 7.5 assists, 2.8 rebounds per game on 65.1% shooting from the field and 66.7% shooting from 3 in 28.2 minutes per game. And the Mavericks, they've been a top 10 team in both offensive rating and net rating since Ryan Nemhard's breakout over the last 4 games. And against the Heat, it was Nemhard's control of the offense that really stood out in this one. His passing just set up extremely clean looks for his teammates, such as Cooper Flagg, who had a nice game scoring 22 points. Davis added 17 points and 17 rebounds to go along with 3 blocks. And Nemhard, he has delivered exactly what this Mavericks team has needed from the start of the season. He's a steady secondary playmaker who can organize the offense, and he can hold his own with top guards around the league. And I mean, if the Mavericks, they're able to build on this stretch and you have this rookie's emergence, I mean, this right here could be the turning point of the Mavericks season. Ryan Nemhard could be a big reason why the Mavericks turn this thing around. And you look at the Mavericks, they started 5-15 through the softest part of their schedule, and they just put together a nice 3-game win streak as soon as it got more difficult, right? Like, these are quality wins they have stacked on top of each other, and they got OKC on Friday, so that is going to be absolutely fun to watch. But things are clicking with this Mavericks team right now. The morale seems to be a lot higher. Cooper Flagg, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 13 from the field. He's been on a nice run as well. You look at Flagg, he's strung together now. Very good games. Against the Clippers, he had 35 points, career high, leading them to that win, 8 rebounds. Against the Nuggets, had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Now against the Heat, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. So Flagg, he went 3 straight games without scoring 20 plus points, and now he's gone 3 straight games scoring 20 plus points. And of course, you go back to that November 21st game against the Pelicans, he showed how good he can be. 29 points on a very efficient 12-19 from the field, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. So Flagg has really also shined here. He has put himself in some elite conversations with LeBron in terms of doing stuff that has not been seen before. And Flagg, you can tell, like, he's getting more and more comfortable. And he did say that it's so much better for the Mavericks when Anthony Davis is on the floor. So I think this is very encouraging that we're seeing how good this team can be once they have their pieces out there. They have Flagg, they have Davis. Again, this is all without Kyrie still. And then, speaking of Davis, He had a nice game. 17 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks over his last 2 games. He had 32, 13, and 2 blocks in that win against the Nuggets. 17 and 7 with 3 blocks in this one against the Heat. He's getting healthy. He's getting back into form. He's outplayed Jokic and Bam in back-to-back games, averaging 25 points, 15 rebounds over his last 2 games. And he's moving so much better than he was at the beginning of the season. And you're seeing Davis really start to look like the player who the Mavericks thought they were going to get when they traded for him and gave up Luka Doncic. Klay Thompson was huge as well. 17 points on 5 made threes in his relatively new role from off the bench, which he seems to be thriving in now. So a lot of things are going well for this Mavericks team as of late. And look, it's far from a guarantee that Davis can stay healthy. He's missed a ton of games and you just never know. But if Davis stays on the court and Flagg continues to play like this, you got the rise of Nemhard. Klay's getting more comfortable. He's looking a lot better. How about Marshall as well in this one? He had a nice game. The Mavericks could be cooking something here. And Kyrie Irving, don't look now, but he could be back soon. He could presumably return sometime after January 1st, which is less than a month away right now. So the Mavericks, I know they've been ridiculed, but it just seems like something's changed. The energy has shifted, right? It's like once they finally got rid of that black cloud that was hovering over them, and that being Nico Harrison, it's like now they can just get back to playing basketball. They don't have to worry about the distractions, what fans are going to cheer at home games. They're getting back to just playing the game. And this team is starting to win. And fans are starting to see what this team is truly capable of doing. And they're not at full strength yet. So I know it was easy to give up on the Mavs. I know I did after they got off to that horrendous start with Nico. But look, before this team is going to go all in on quote-unquote blowing this thing up, trading away their pieces, I think they should just ride it. Stay the course right now. See how this group continues to look over the next month. See how they really look when Kyrie comes back. And then you'll really know where you stand middle of January. There's enough time in the season for the Mavs to continue to turn their season around. But they got to feel good about the types of wins they've put together. And even going back to their last loss against the Lakers, they were competitive. They, for the most part, they put up a fight. So this has not been a team that looks like their record right now. This is a team that has been performing very well, and we'll see if they could keep it going. Again, big test coming up against OKC. If they somehow win that one, man, Mavs fans are going to be on cloud 9, but we'll see. I mean, OKC is a different juggernaut, but good measuring stick game, right? Good test to see if the last 3 wins in a row are the start of something great or just falls. So I'm looking forward to that one. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on this Mavs team to this point. They've been looking a lot better. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That's it for me. It's Luke signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all again in the next one.